let's talk about some news coming in from Bangladesh. On Monday, a court in Bangladesh sentenced Nobel laureate Yunus to 6 months in jail for violating the country's labor laws. And while Yunus's sentencing is termed as politically motivated by supporters, let's take a look at why Sheikh Hasina government wants the economist behind the bars ahead of the general elections.
Well, the 83-year-old economist, credited with lifting millions out of poverty with his microfinance bank, Grameen, had earned the wrath of Sheikh Hasina, who even went to the extent of accusing him of sucking blood from poor people. Yunus also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for his anti-poverty campaign, earning Bangladesh the reputation of being the home of microcredit through his bank, which he founded in the year 1983.
Now, this verdict that comes just days ahead of January 7 general elections in Bangladesh ordered Yunus, along with other 3 executives of the social business company, to serve the prison sentence. And the 4 convicted were also slapped a 25,000 fine, which is approximately USD 227. Now, individually adding that they would have to serve 10 more days in jail in case of a default. Now, soon after the judgment was passed, Yunus and 3 other executives sought bail, which the judge granted immediately for a month in exchange for a 5,000 bond. Now, under the law, all 4 can appeal against the verdict in the High Court.
But this is not the first time that Yunus has been charged for violations. In 2011, Bangladesh Central Bank forced him out of Grameen Bank on the grounds that he had served beyond the mandatory retirement age of 60. Well, in 2013, the authorities accused Professor Yunus of evading taxes on overseas income, which supposedly included his Nobel Prize award and royalties from a book as well.
And Yunus is facing more than 100 charges over labor law violations and alleged corruption. And he even told reporters after one of the hearings last month that he had not profited from any of more than 50 social business firms he had set up in Bangladesh.
Now, back in August, 160 global figures, including former US President Barack Obama and former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, published a joint letter denouncing the continuous judicial harassment of Yunus. Well, the signatories included more than 100 of his fellow Nobel laureates who said that they feared for his safety and freedom.
And analysts say Hasina's grudge against Yunus has a lot to do with what they call a tactical blunder. Riding on his popularity as Bangladesh's first ever Nobel laureate, Yunus in 2007 founded his own political party, the Nagoric Shakti, and he was soon touted as a potential leader of a caretaker government to oversee the general elections.
However, he abandoned plans to contest elections a few months later, citing a lack of support for his new political movement in the country. Nevertheless, the following year, Hasina's administration began a series of investigations against Yunus.
And critics accuse Bangladeshi courts of rubber stamping decisions made by Hasina's government, which is all but certain to win another term in an election boycotted by the largest opposition party, the BNP. Now, her administration has been increasingly firm in its crackdown on political dissent, and Yunus's popularity among the Bangladeshi public has for years earmarked him as a potential rival.